What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about the whole altcoin market today, or at least everything outside of the top 10. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. Okay, the purpose of this video is to discuss where I think the average altcoin is going to go over the coming weeks, over the coming months, by the end of this breakout move, you guys. And make no mistake, the bull market is absolutely still on. We have more to go. Even if we go lower, we're inevitably going to go higher, right? This is not the top of the others chart by the end of this cycle, right? The top will likely be above this, okay? On a daily perspective, let's just start here, okay? If we look at this for what it is, it seems as though, at least to me, we have this double bottom going on. It's a very nice look of a double bottom, at least, right? Finding support here, finding support right here. Where are you finding support? In fact, you're actually finding support right at prior areas of resistance here, prior areas of resistance there, a little bit of support there, a little bit of support there, support here as well, resistance. It's a somewhat significant level, at least it seems on the others chart. A double bottom is a fierce maneuver, you guys, a very fierce signal that if it comes to full fruition, right, that we are likely not just going to not continue to go lower immediately, but potentially recover and retrace this overall consolidation phase we've been in since December of last year. If we look at the RSI, you can see here that we have higher lows in the RSI. Low here, higher low there. I don't know if this constitutes as bullish divergence because we do have a low here in the price, and then a lower low, yes. But we have a low here in the price, and then a higher low in the price, and then a lower low, right? And that's where this higher low comes in with the RSI. I don't feel comfortable calling this bullish divergence, to be completely fair. But it is some form of divergence to some degree, right? I wouldn't call it bullish divergence. It's actually bearish convergence with the lower low and everything, right? That low's there. If this low, I'll tell you what, the reason why I know it's not bullish divergence is because if this low did close below this low here and we had the higher low on the RSI, that would have been bullish divergence. So if it would have been, we can't cherry pick and say, well, no, it's not. This looks better, so let's just run with that. No, that's not how it works. Technical analysis, it necessitates that we be technical, my friends. Here on the 3-day time frame, we are finding support potentially at this oversold area. I say potentially because it's 2 days, 21 hours left. We just started this three-day time frame, closing that one right there. Again, where we closed was right at previous areas of resistance, right at previous areas of support. It's literally perfect. I feel like it's absolutely perfect. And on the 3-day time frame, we don't have bullish convergence or bullish divergence, but still bouncing around this area is something we've done throughout this cycle so far, and even a little bit lower in prior cycles, stuff like that, above it right there, right at it right there, right? Just going back in time, right here, right at it, all these times. It's not every single time. It's just that it's pretty common enough to find support in this area. The 3-day time frame, when we know that we're looking to break out, when we're validated, when this double bottom comes to maturity and it's no longer deniable, is when we get above about $280 billion in market cap valuation. Now, what does that mean to you? I don't know, right? The average altcoin, what that means is that the average altcoin would have to move up about 14%. So if we see a pump between now at the current price, whatever your coin's priced at, your coin, whatever coin it is, unless it's a coin that's, deviating from the others charts, some of them do at various times, they do. But if the average coin in the market is up about 14%, if we see an overall pump 14% in the markets across the board or more, that would confirm this as a double bottom. Double bottom of what? Double bottom of the downtrend. Oh, this is the double bottom of the downtrend, which implies what? The bottom. Doesn't mean it's the double bottom and we have lower to go. No, it's the double bottom of the downtrend. So if it's the bottom of the trend, much like this was the bottom of the trend, what does that mean? It probably means that we have a uptrend soon, that we have to form, or that we will form. What we did was with this uptrend, we backtested prior areas of resistance from the consolidation phase we had here. We backtested it, and we've been consolidating here now for like a whole month, right at these prior areas of resistance that we consolidated at for months. And we're looking like we have a double bottom, a very powerful signal that wants to send us all the way up, right? If we were to retrace this move, at a minimum, if the bull cycle's dead, even if you think that the bull cycle's dead, you guys, you'd at least have to entertain that even in a bear cycle, we don't move down in straight lines. Even in a bear cycle, if the bull market's dead, that means this is part of the bear cycle. From a low to a high, we see 37% moves, right? Or more across the board. from here, just from what I know about fibs, if we were to move up 30% or more, 37% or more, that would put us at our golden ratio, right? That's a pretty doable area if we're in a bear market. And I say if very non-believing. I don't think we're in a bear market at all, you guys. The percentage chance that I'd give that we're in a bear market right now is less than 5. Like genuinely, maybe that's not appropriate. That's too biased. Let's just say less than 10 to be fair. Okay, less than 10. But that feels too much. Like it genuinely, I don't think that we're in a bear market at all. There's a chance. There's always a chance. But if we were, then we would reject here. The whole market would still pump about 40%. We'd see some recovery. Everybody would have a breath of fresh air, and we likely would have a good selling opportunity as well. And there would hopefully be signals that we're going lower too. Not to mention, you can go up to here. You can go up 40 to 45% for the average coin, and still likely you do pull back. Just because you pull back does not mean that the bear market's over, or that the bear market's on, the bull market's over. Golden ratio to your 0.5 and then up, golden ratio to your 382 and then up. It's a very common maneuver to make, just as we wouldn't expect if this was a downtrend that you would just move down in a straight line the whole time. It would be methodical. Same thing with the upside. It would likely have some steps to it. Okay. All in all, though, my expectations are that the average crypto, not all of them, but the average crypto has bottomed out. The average crypto probably just put in a double bottom, a slightly lower low, a slightly higher low, but a double bottom. And I'm assuming that the average crypto is on its ways to breaking out above their all-time highs. You break above this high on the other chart, the minimum expectation would be at the 1272. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't think we stop there. Why don't I think we stop there? Well, we came down, we formed a double bottom, very positive, very strong support down here at prior areas of resistance, at prior areas of support even. Okay? On top of that, if we see a new high relative to this, we're going to move up to this level here, right? That's the minimum target. New high relative to this, that's the minimum target. That puts us at new all-time highs across the space. My thoughts automatically jump to this wild conclusion that I'm making in my head that, oh, what the hell happened there? That was so, dude, trading view. You guys saw it. It blinked. It blinked and it erased it. Whoa, that was cool. High to low. The minimum target when you break out of this and you see new all-time highs from this, the minimum target there is at 838 billion, which is a hell of a lot higher than this one. All I'm trying to say is the 1272, if by default we're talking about breaking out of this downtrend and seeing a new high, which I think we are, I think we're going to see a new high, the minimum target is here. Technically, that's not the minimum target. That's the minimum target by this fib, but we have a whole much more significant fib, last cycle's bull cycle high to the bear market lows fib that we're still working off of. When we break above this high, you guys, we're not stopping at the minimum target. We're probably not stopping at the second minimum target, and we probably don't stop anywhere in the first expected zone at all. The 1886 lines up precisely with this 1272. It's perfect. And that calls for a move overall. So does the 2272 with the 1414. By the way, that's at about $1 trillion. That's a nice psychological area of resistance across the board there. But 245%, 240%, that's about a 3.4, let's call it a 3.5x across the space, right? The benefit of going lower is we just have higher to go, I guess. This number's only increasing, right? At one point when we were up here, I was calling for something that was like a 2x across the space, a 3x at the most, but now 3.5x is the minimum, okay? That's the benefits of dropping. 3.5x across the space on this next move by the end of March, if not probably by the end of April. I think we will move up. I think it's going to be a very bullish March, and then going into April, we'll finish this move up. The cycle's not going to end in April. I just mean the move. What do I mean by move? That was a move up. This was a move down. But that is not a bull cycle. That is not a bear cycle. This was a move up right here. And you stopped right there and you consolidated for some weeks, for about a month. And then you moved up again. That was another move up. On a monthly perspective, it's all part of the same move. On a weekly perspective, it's separated into multiple moves, right? What's the next move? It's just a place that we're going to stop at. It's going to stop at, and what I mean by it is the overall crypto markets are going to stop at anything from about a 245% move up to about a 360% move up. We're talking about a market-wide 3.5x to 4.5x growth for everything. For everything. Look at your portfolio, plug it in, multiply it by 3.5. That's the minimum expectation that you should see by the end of March, if not by the end of April. If it's under that, if your portfolio is under that by the end of this next move, You have underperforming coins or bad selections. If it's over that by the end of this next move, you have coins that are outperforming the market. If it's about that, good job. You're doing good. You're right on par. And there's nothing wrong with being on par. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being on par. But there's also nothing wrong with trying to find cryptos that actually move up more than the average coin in the market does. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. But this is what the average outlook is going to be, at least in my opinion. Now, there is the possibility we could go higher. There are higher targets, right? We're here at the 1272 to the 1414. This is the primary target zone, but it doesn't stop there. It does go up to the 1618. I don't think this is going to happen, but I would love it if it did, because this could imply a lot of good things for crypto coming through the rest of the cycle. You guys, if the whole market just saw like a 6 to 7x between now and like the end of April, like this next move, if we saw that kind of growth, whew, that'd be crazy. But literally, I do think it would be crazy, because I don't think it's going to happen. Not for every coin, and this isn't every coin, but this is a majority of the altcoin market, at least the coins that are in like the top that are relevant, not just like random BS meme coins that have come out today, right? Even then, still a 500% move, something between like a 6x to like a near 7x would be on the table there. But I feel like we're reaching. I fully expect there will be a handful of cryptos, and in fact, I talk about cryptos that I invest in personally that I expect to outperform this, that I expect to even do better than a 7x over the same period of time, right? Shout out to XCN, Cookie DAO, ACH, Swiftcoin, XPR, Stellar Lumens, probably, XRP, probably even, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Compound. There's so many coins, you guys, that will likely outperform the majority of the market. But all I'm trying to say by that is not by shilling my own projects. There's a little bit of shilling in there, right? And I say my projects, they're not mine. I'm not that sophisticated. I'm just an investor. I'm a degen, right? I do this at home. I'm not a programmer or anything like that. Wish I was. I've always actually thought programming is cool, but that's beside the point. This is not about me. I'm trying to tell you about you and about your cryptos. Even though this is the maximum potential that I would have for the average crypto, and I say maximum potential, I mean it very literally, maximum potential, but not my expectation. My expectation would be something around here. That's my maximum expectation. This is my minimum expectation, okay? But even if we saw this across the board, there's still plenty of cryptos that are going to grow way more than that, right? Even if this is the minimum expectation here, and that's like a 250% move, right? Something like that, 250% move. Even though that's the minimum expectation, there will be plenty of cryptos that underperform that across the board. This is a general rule of thumb, average kind of blanket statement for the average altcoin in crypto, but it's not specific to just one coin, right? Every coin is entitled to do their own things. It's completely possible that they do, but this is what I'm expecting on average. So I hope that's clear. Weekly RSI also at an area that we commonly do find support, at least in bull markets. Likely we get to the overbought zone. That would take us to new highs. I've got no problem with that at all. Monthly time frame here. You know, I want to pull up the ribbon. Actually, I want to pull up another indicator. Let's, no, LRO chart prime. Yeah, there we go. I want to see it on a weekly time frame. Invalidation levels being held up. We're good, baby. We're good. We don't have a reversion mark yet, but that's okay. I don't think we need one, right? Here you had one. It was false. You didn't have one at the bottom or any of these levels here, so that's fine. The level we're looking to invalidate right now, you guys, is at about $306 billion, and I think we will, by the end of this move, we will invalidate that, right? This level, too, of course, being a very real one at that high right up there. Things are looking good, though, at least on a weekly basis. 3-day time frame, things are looking good. Daily time frame suggests that we should bounce, but we went lower anyway, so maybe not. I don't know. 4-hour time frame is calling for a bounce here. Yeah, so we'll see if the bounce is worthy. If it is something that's going to be more than just a little thing, we will see the overall market move up probably between now and like the end of this week, move up 12% or more if we have found the low. And we established that in the beginning, right? 15% was the number we're looking for. This is just a different indicator, but 12% is close to 15%. We're looking for a move. I think it's actually like 14% up. That's what we're looking for across the board. Over the coming days, over the coming week, I got nothing else to say. Hit the like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. I will see you on the next one. And I fully expect, oh yeah, man, within the next 3 days, I really think it's going to happen. I think we've refined it with this 3-day one here. It actually makes me think by the end of this candle, we will be above. The whole market's going to move up. Yeah, it's going to happen. I got nothing else to say. Take care. Bye-bye.